Today is all about vintage basses. Should you buy one? Should you buy all? Or just some? I have a few opinions to share and a few old basses, so put on your oldest sweater, pour a glass of your oldest bottle of milk, and let's start with my oldest bass, a 1969 Gibson EB2. Hi, welcome back to the Here's Gregor Talking About This Bass series where I, Gregor, talk about my basses. We're 10 basses in and we've got all the basic grounds covered. Today let's look at my old basses, each one of them is older than me, and once again I'm accompanied by Florian Reichelt playing all of these basses for the first time. This bass is not just old, it's also rare. The walnut finish in the single pickup configuration is what sold me on this bass. I've always dreamed about owning a bass like this and it was finally possible and I found the right one. It was a very proud day in my life. It's not the kind of bass that you need every day, or at all for that matter. It's just one of those sounds that I love. Big and overconfident basses, no mids and what even are highs. Here's what it sounds like without any EQ or an amp sim, and for this we use the dampers under the bridge. This Gibson has a switch that does something. Not sure what exactly, but it removes all the problematic low end build-up in an instant. It turns this into a very different bass, something a lot more useful, to be honest. I'm a proud owner of this bass, but I have to admit it makes me live in a constant state of concern. Old Gibsons are fragile creatures. But I've never regretted buying it. It sounds great and it was a bucket list item, so check and check. The next bass was made in 1978. It's a pre-Ernie Ball Music Man Stingray in black. I've owned an early Stingray like this before for a short period in Mocha, but it was in such a bad shape I had to let it go again. This one here is in perfect condition. These early Stingrays are usually very heavy, 4.5 to 5 kilos is the norm. This however only weighs 3.8 kilos. This fact is what got my attention. After hearing it, I was sold. This is an actively active sounding bass. The preamp is part of the sound. The other part is a high output humbucker sitting at just the right spot. There are music styles where Stingray is just too big sounding, but surprisingly, very often it works really well. These fat, fast and defined lows, highs that cut through, the Stingray is an ingenious design. This has become one of my favorite basses and a purchase I have regretted not a moment. And I have no concerns about its livelihood. This one feels solid. This next bass is from the exact same year, 78, and it's just as black, but that's about all they have in common. This is a Rickenbacker 4001 in Jet Glow. The previous owner changed the bridge to a Hipshot and added these awesome zero mod parts to give this bass a couple of thumb rests. I use it with La Bella 760FL flats, same as the Gibson, the Sun Mustang and the Fender P-Bass. Rickenbackers are great rock basses when used with round ones, but I like these Beatles kind of mid-focused sounds this one has with flats. Rickenbackers are also known to be rather fragile instruments. Some even call it the worst design in bass history. And yeah, it has some flaws. But it also has its beauty. I wouldn't bring this bass on tour, I would rather buy a new one if I had to. But here in the studio, it's fine. The final bass today is also the most fun one. This bass I bought as a prop for the studio. I love me a good flying V bass in the background of my videos. But as it turned out, it sounds amazing. This is a Krakow Flying V bass. The pickguard is supposed to be white, someone painted over this, and this is the fattest neck of all the basses here in the studio. But damn, does it sound amazing. I should probably let it go. Maybe someday. We will see. So should you buy a vintage bass? Maybe? I prefer new basses for their reliability, but in safe spaces like a studio where sound is all that matters, old basses can bring certain flavors and characters to the table that new ones can hardly imitate. If you're afraid of buying vintage, just follow one simple rule. Don't buy the bass, buy the seller. Find a shop that you can trust and buy from them. Maybe you pay a little more, but you know you will have good customer service should something ever go wrong. That's this episode. Thanks for watching. Here's me talking about my P basses, here's a bass shirt shop, and here's me again saying bye again. Bass bro.